Hey everyone, this is Tiberius, the queer and chaotic crafter. Today we're going to be doing a flip through of this sewing themed junk journal. The outside is just a bunch of patchwork fabric that I laid down and then did a bunch of stitches over. What I did was I glued this down, the fabric pieces down, and then I stitched over it, ran it all through my sewing machine. This is a vintage tape measure that I have closing it. This is just a little heart that I thought was cute to go there, and then it says sew with little Scrabble pieces right there. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, and you can see on the inside there that it's definitely a lot more chaotic. I have this tag, and this is actually a pre-made tag right here, but it was sewing themed, so I was like, I'll use it. Oh, and a little piece of vellum paper that I got forever ago. And then in here, we've got this just Victorian clothing, or well, some Victorian clothing. It looks like antebellum, which is technically during the same era, just anyway, not important. And then there's other clothing on the back. And then got this pretty lady right here. Next we have like a page of sewing instructions that I just thought was really cool to have in there. Writing space, and then the edge of a bag. And this is one of those puff quilt pieces right here. Make sure my stuff is in frame. One of these quilt bubble pieces right there. That's just the other side of it's like a Christmas tree pattern. And then in here, this is an advertisement for corsets and some lingerie. Then I have this little card here with a little dress on it. It's blank inside, so there's lots of writing space. And then I have, oh my goodness, oh dear. Then I have this right here that is just also blank for writing space. And then I really like this picture. It doesn't really have anything to do with sewing. And I'm actually not sure who they are. And then it says creativity takes courage there. I just thought it was a nice touch. And then here, I put these because I was like, I'm probably going to take these out of there. I think I'm going to take those out of there. Yeah, because like it just almost slipped out of my fingers a minute ago. Anyway, this is one of the, oh, what do you call this? The fabric strips that you put the pieces on. It's one of those. And then inside we have parts from an old sewing like pattern book thing. And then there's some on the other side. And like, you know, not perks to me. Good on me for actually putting string through the tags this time. You know how, if you've watched my videos before, you know how bad I am about that. Got these little scissors sticker here. Thought that was really neat. And then just a little sewing decoration. And then that's the other part of the pattern. It has sewing tips on it. And I actually put it upside down. And in case you're wondering, yes, it does kill me on the inside. And then I have this little lace tag, which I couldn't get a punch through, so I didn't put a thing on it, but there's journaling space on the back. But I just thought this was really cool. There's a little thimble there. Not everything is strictly sewing themed because I didn't have enough materials. So I was like, oh, this'll go, it's fine. And then there's another quilt bubble piece. And then this came from a sewing pattern right there, and I thought that was really cute. Lots of writing space. Another Victorian lady writing space there. I just did a ruffle there, and I thought it would look cool. I think it looks cool, but definitely never done one of those before. And then inside here is a transferred pattern for needlework. And this is such a creepy picture on the other side because, like, when you see both sides together, it was super weird looking. This was an ephemera kit or something like that. I don't remember what they're called now, but that I got off Amazon, which is where these, or maybe Temu. I don't know. See, the thing is, I don't know if I buy craft supplies or craft supplies just spawn in my craft room at this point. But yeah. And then in here we have this little pattern for embroidery. It says sisters are forever friends. And then it's just an example of what it would be on the back. More writing space. A little sticker there that's talking about dresses. Another piece right here that came from a pattern book. The other part of that sewing paper that has the sewing tips, and I hate that it's upside down. Hopefully it doesn't bother you. And then just more stickers with fashion designs on them. And then here we have in the background there, you can see the fashion designs and whatnot. And I put some stitching right through there. Oh my god, is my phone going off? And then I put some stitching right through there. And then a little button. And then on the back there's journaling space. And then just a little lingerie for girls back in the day. And then it's got the summer style book on the back. It's got a little thing you can read. And then there's that Christmas tree pattern again. And this is some vintage wallpaper that I was like, oh, this is perfect for a sewing theme, thing, because it looks like it's stitched already. And this is more sewing instructions here. And then we have a little pattern I thought was really cool to just stick in there. Well, it's not a pattern fully. It's like in the instructions of a pattern. Which I thought that was super neat. More of the instructions. This was also part of whatever bundle that I bought. And then we have this tag here that has more fashion designs and some thimbles. And then there's journaling space on the back. My hands are shaky today. And then this was just what it says right here, the repeal of Order L85 legalizes long skirts, sounding the death kennel for wartime austerity and return of prosperity for fabric and clothes merchants, and I thought that was very fitting. I don't remember what it says, and then it's just something else on the back that you can also read. Another sticker with fashion designs on it, and then another sewing pattern page. Oh, and I had fun making this one. I had fun making all of this that's on this page. But it's a button tag. It's just a bunch of buttons, and you can journal on the back of it. But I thought that was cool. And I made this double pocket here with this little doily. And then I have, this is just a little receipt, and it has a sticker of a girl sewing right there on it. And then it's blank on the back, so you could write on the back. Another sewing page. This is another Snippet Roll. That's what they're called. Snippet Rolls. Another Snippet Roll pocket. And then this is the outside of a pattern book, whatever you call it, bag thing. Those who sew know what I'm talking about. But it's blank right here, so I figured, journal space. And then I have this right here. There's just a journaling card with some old pattern glued to the back of it. And then there's more of the sewing instructions. And this one's right side up. Go me. And then that's just, it reminded me of a quilting square. So this is vintage wallpaper, so I put it there. And then in here, we have the front of one of those sewing pack. Please comment down below and let me know what these are called. Is it like pattern bag? Is it pattern kit? Like what is it called? But anyway, I have this here, which I thought was just super cute. I got it for 25 cents, which I thought was awesome. And then it's blank on the back, so you can journal on the back. And then also in here, we have this pattern for a tablecloth. It's just got detailed instructions on making a tablecloth, which I thought was cool. Put that back there. And then this is just a page out of a children's storybook. And the reason I have it here is because it's got the cat and the mouse sewing, and then it has a little poem, Pussycat and Mole. So I guess that's supposed to be a mole. And then that's just the back of it. And I have another one of these ladies here, because clothing, fashion, it goes. And then this is really cool. This is one of the ones I also couldn't get a hole through, but this is used string, just kind of glued, and there's journaling space on the back, glued to a tag. And yeah, it's fun to touch. And then we have this journaling card, which is another one of those sewing things I don't know what to call. And it's just a journaling card. So there's lots of space to write in this one. This is just a picture of that vintage newspaper advertisement that I had. I'm pretty sure it's a reprint. It's got to be a reprint. It's too nice looking to not be. But I just glued that there. And then here we have another picture of directions for sewing. And then we have this pretty thing here, which is a journaling card. But I loved this. I love how this came out. So proud of it. It was one of those projects where I use my scraps, and those are real hit or miss if they're going to come out good. But then, of course, you got more writing space. And then more of the directions. And then some dainty lingerie advertisements. And then I just have this that I sewed all over, put a little applique and a button on it. And right here, this is some old tracing paper and it just has such a cool texture to it. It's for, you know, when you trace patterns, that's what it's for. But it just has such a cool texture to it that I was like, oh, this has got to go in there. More writing space. Oh, this is a Louis Vuitton stamp sticker that I got from God only knows where. This came from the same children's book as the other ones did. I think it was under The Emperor's New Clothes, and I just cut that part out with the sewing supplies. And then here's another Snippet Roll tag that has Snippet Roll on front and back. And then we go to the last page. This is some cross stitch fabric. And then we have the measurements for one of the outfits to make, and then journaling card, and then another one of these journaling cards where it's just the pattern glued to the thing. And that is my sewing junk journal. If you like this, if you like this, it will be in my eBay shop, and I will link that down below. And I will mark sold on the video if this does sell. So if it doesn't say sold next to the title, it's still available. And so yeah, I will post all those links. Please, if you like this video, like, subscribe, share. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know why I'm so out of it today, but gosh, I'm just really out of it. Don't forget to stay chaotic.